Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our playthrough of Dominions 4. This turn, we are preparing our assault on this Helheim fortress, and hoping that the northern nation of Bertios does not cause us too much trouble as we assault Helheim. Let's go ahead and see how things turn out for us. A report from Donnermark. Small number of flame bolts came out of nowhere. Again, Abyssia casting spells at us and killing our troops. Our researcher cast Summon Fire Drake. Donnermark, more of those spells. In the Farseer Mountains, again, Abyssia's casting spells at us. We're losing some units every turn, but I think we have enough to hold out. There was a battle in Gwyrth. This is where we assaulted the castle gates. Here are those fire drakes we've been summoning. Let's see how they do. Well, I think we might need to have our troops pulled back a little longer. That didn't go as planned, but it was beautiful to watch. We lost 29 Principe, and I think all of those were lost in friendly fire. So we'll be taking care of that in a moment, but we did do quite a bit of damage. There was a battle in Kalamegor. This is that northern province we attacked. Let's see if we won, or the northern army is going to be able to chalk up another defeat. Here is Sogdrova. She is that champion they sent to the arena early in the game that we saw cause so much havoc. I don't hold a lot of hope for this battle. The Valkyries flying into our rear ranks. We do seem to be holding our own, maybe. We do have our Amazons firing. You can hear the Valkyries dying. Let's check our morale halfway through the battle. We're down to 10. Their troops are starting to flee, but these undead troops they're summoning aren't going to help. Looks like we're pushing through. This is doing my heart good. We've routed the enemy. These leaders keep getting away, but we did wipe out several Valkyries. The Valkyries are their sacred troops and are quite expensive to hire, so even if we lose a couple troops for each one of them we take out, it's definitely worth it. Unexpected event in Wicker Woods. A couple Astro Pearls were found. A handful of magic gems have been found on a starry night. And we begin to destroy the gate of the fort at Gwyrth, but we need more time to succeed. So we were successful in assaulting them here. We're going to go ahead and continue to break down that gate so we can take the fort. The nice thing is, once we take that fort, we won't have to build another fort here. We'll have another place to send our troops from to recruit our stronger Principe throughout the army. It looks like they continue to summon undead units in the north to try and stop us. I'm going to continue sending our recruits in that direction as we fill out this army, because we can't allow them to get too far ahead with that. We also will be continuing to recruit priests to fight the undead. Take care of our normal housekeeping, summoning fire drakes. We've taken his province. We're going to add in a little bit of province defense. Continuing to recruit our troops here. So we're assaulting this castle. That will take several turns. Once we have a sufficient force for a backup army, we will send them north through this corridor. But let's continue to put the pressure on and just march and bottle them in. And let's continue to hope that Bertios is just unsuccessful in assaulting us. I don't see any assaults from Bertios. I think they may have decided not to push so far south. We're continuing to complete our research and alteration. We're almost up to level 5 where we can transmute fire and get even more gold a turn from our fire gems. We've summoned another fire drake. Again, they continue to cast these small spells at us, killing a few troops every turn. Femoria has declared a new prophet. And there was a battle in Bulwark. This is us just taking more territories. We need to continue to take territories and expand because we are still losing on the gold front right now and unable to recruit as many troops as we need. This is all province defense. This is going to go very quickly for us. Nothing to be concerned with. Oh, it looks like it wasn't all province defense. There was one revenant here, a very low power mage of undead. Unexpected event in the Great Woods. Minus 50% tax. That is really terrible. An abundance of rules and regulations are slowing down commerce. That's not helping us at all. And we've breached the fortifications to the fort. We can finally assault it. So the first thing I'm going to do before we assault this fort down here, while these were beautiful, I don't want them to go with us into battle, because I think they caused more damage than they helped with. So we're going to go ahead and give them to Anchises, and we're going to have him take them off on an adventure where they will cause no harm to anybody. With them out of the way, we're going to leave these the way they are. We need to set these to guard the commander. Everybody else has their units casting spells. So let's go ahead, select our sieging forces, and we're going to have them storm the castle. One more turn of recruitment here, and we should be ready to head out with this army. In the north, they continue to not assault. We're going to add some more province defense to this one that we just took. I know that some advanced players of Dominions will tell me that I'm wasting gold sending that in there. But right now, I think we just need as much defense as we can get since our number of troops is so small. Continuing to recruit troops here. Continuing to recruit new mages that will be able to enact that Communion Slave, Communion Master spell in battle. Let's go ahead and watch us storm these gates. A report from the bulwark. Again, more spells being cast at us. Which province is this? Ah, up here. This is probably their god sending spells out at us to attack us. The battle at the fortress of Gwyrth. Let's watch that battle. I'm interested to see what kind of troops they have inside. So when we assault a fortress, you'll see that we have all of our troops here. I think we're going to win. It's mostly just priests that they have left down here. But you can see how our large force will have to funnel in through this very small opening. So in a fortress defense, a couple very strong troops could stand here and hold us off. Unfortunately for the enemy in this fortress, I don't think that they're going to be able to do that. These priests are smiting us with their holy power, but it's not enough to stop our armies from barreling through this fortress. And showing Helheim that they picked a fight they will not win. We lost 14 troops. They lost 14. We lost 14 troops. We lost 2 of our priests who decided to get involved. We lost one of our commanders even though we told him to stay behind the troops. We lost a few standards, a few light cavalry, nothing to worry about there, and a couple of our regular Hastatus and Principe. Another unexpected event, a handful of magic gems were found under a huge rock, a few earth gems, and it looks like a spy from Pelagia was found. Let's see where that was. Ah. Yes, a poor Pelagian spy just caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. Now that we've taken this fortress, we can now begin to recruit troops here. You'll notice that it has a huge number of supplies, so we can set our army here and not worry about them starving. So let's go ahead and begin our recruitment here. I'm also going to have us build a temple here as well. So we're going to save a little bit of our gold. We do need to re-recruit that legionnaire that we lost last battle. It looks like this army is about ready to head north, and will continue to put the pressure on our enemies. Things are starting to turn around for us, folks. I think we're winning the battle with Helheim, and with the income from the new territories, we'll soon be able to fight back against Bertios and show them that even with their god on the battlefield, that they will stand no chance against the might of our empire. We'll put those plans in action on the next episode of Gaming with Grug. Thanks for watching.